Okay, those were our sliced apples on our greased sheet pan. Now we are gonna drizzle our apples with our caramel, and we're just going just like this. You can add as much or as little as you like, but I absolutely love caramel with apples. It is one of my favorite combinations for fall time. I love getting a caramel apple from like the candy store, from Disneyland, and I think this is gonna be even better than that. All right, we added a generous amount of that caramel. And of course you can't have apples without cinnamon, so we're just going to do a nice little dusting of cinnamon. This is gonna be so delicious. It's gonna make your house smell good. It's great for, a holiday or just a special occasion, but that looks beautiful. Now we have our puff pastry, and this is the kind that comes in the refrigerated area, and it has that parchment paper on it. So we are going to unroll this super quick and place that right on top of our apples, making sure to cover up all of that goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're just gonna kind of stretch that out to make sure that it is completely encasing those apples. Now, if you don't want to use puff pastry, you can use pie crust. You can use whatever you like, but that looks great. Now we're gonna grab our fork and we are just gonna poke some holes in our puff pastry. This just ensures that our puff pastry doesn't become a big dome. We want it to just be a nice little flat layer with all of those flakiness and goodness. Now we have our egg, because we are gonna do an egg wash.
Ooh, the one hand.
Yeah. Just go ahead and kind of beat your egg super quick. Now, if you don't have an egg on hand, you could do a milk wash, you could do a butter wash. I've heard people even do a water wash. Let me know if you've ever tried that, but we are just gonna do our egg because we had one handy. And that looks good. Now we can kind of just brush our puff pastry. This is gonna make it nice and brown, golden brown, and don't worry, it doesn't really seep through those holes that we made. Just make sure that it is a thin layer. So let's do that super quick. All right, and I am just doing those edges as well because we want this entire thing to be nice and golden, but we are just about ready here. This is gonna go into the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. Okay, our apple pastry is still in the oven, but we need to make a little topping, and we're gonna grab our powdered sugar, and this is the easiest topping you can make. It's only 2 ingredients. We're gonna add about a half a cup of my powdered sugar, and then we are going to add just a dash of whole milk. You could also sub the whole milk for a little bit of lemon juice if you want to like zest your topping, but I just like to keep it simple, and we're just whisking this together, and depending on how thick you want your icing topping to be, you can add or subtract your milk, but I think that this is actually the perfect consistency because I like it a little bit thicker. So we're just whisking that away until all those little clumps of powdered sugar are dispensed. Okay, that looks perfect. Now we can go ahead and check on our puff pastry. Oh, look how beautiful that puff pastry came out. Okay, you know what time it is?
Flip time.
We want to flip our apple puff pastry right onto our cutting board. Woo! All right. I heard it release. Wowee! You can't forget that we have our little icing topping, and we're just gonna drizzle that. Oh yeah, look at that, the perfect fall dessert. Now, if you like your apples a little softer, you can pre-cook them, but these look pretty good to me if you ask me.
They look way too good.
All right, time to cut into this. I think I'm gonna go for this one so that I have perfect ratio of apples to puff pastry. Oh yeah, that looks delicious. Look at that. You could eat it for breakfast, dessert, all day. It's good. Okay.
Is it good?
Those apples are perfectly soft. I really did that.